Hello, my name is Abe and welcome to Balatro. I cannot stall the stream any longer. We have to continue. And we have to play the final red deck. Red deck? I've got a red deck. Red deck. Gold stake. Difficulty. Shops can have rental jokers. Red deck +1 discard every round. One day, I'll be able to speak appropriately. Coupon tag for a free shop, I will take it. And we will have to play 2 hands to win the first round anyway. So there's 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that was worth about 275. I mean, 250, 250 is 500. 275, this is worth 225. It'll still win it, so it should be okay. Yeah, 260, excellent. Hieroglyph, -1 hand each round, but -1 ante. Honestly, Riffraff, 8-ball, Buffoon Pack, we can get a lot of economy going very early with these options. I kind of like that. I will probably, it's all perishable apparently. I'll probably take the game up on this, grab these. Yeah, sure. Go down an ante, and we will just suffer temporarily. But we'll scale a little bit. Riff Raff will give us a couple of jokers if we get a lucky egg and a lucky swashbuckler that carries you pretty far, pretty hard. Otherwise, we got Scholar, we got Zany Joker, and 8-ball corner pocket. Let us try to maybe play some of these 8s. If we could find like a 2 pair, that would be amazing. Okay, I mean, we're only gonna be able to get 1 of the 8s, but it'll definitely win. So we'll play a quick 2 pair. I mean, Scholar basically wins it on its own. But we did not get 8-ball. 8-ball's not a very good joker. I'll probably just sell it, let's be honest. Also, Riffraff, it's not going to stick around forever. It's all perishable. Riffraff is not going to be sticking around forever, so we might as well replace the perishable jokers with non-perishable jokers, or at the very least, have a chance of replacing them with non-perishable jokers, because it may actually still replace them with perishable jokers, rental jokers, and whatnot. At least I think it can. This is a tough call. We could make a lot of queens. I think I'm gonna make a lot of queens. And don't buy anything, just next round. Try to roll a little bit of interest over. Ace, straight, and runner. What do you think? You think we can get it? We'd have to draw 3 specifically. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we have Scholar, so I'll hold on to the aces. Okay, and I'll just play a flush. Why not? We didn't draw a 3, but that's okay. Hopefully, it can't give you a random eternal joker. Riffraff cannot give you eternals. It can give you negatives, but I do not believe it can give you an eternal, because that would be punishing. You would never take this. Add polychrome to a random, destroy all others. What do you think about a hex on Riffraff and you just let it give you jokers and then you can just sell it later? Convert to a single random suit. Unnecessary. We don't need this. We don't need this. Are we really gonna just keep Zany and Scholar? We could make Scholar Hex, but that's not good enough. So I think I'm just gonna Hex. We'll keep this around for a while and we'll go from there. It gave me a banana. That's excellent. Wonderful even. And easy win thanks to the, what do we have the most of in the deck? They're all equal. Well, actually, no. We have more clubs and spades than anything else. We are going to win very easily. In fact, we can win on a single pair. If we can win on a pair, keep the sevens, now keep the queens, and we got a 3 of a kind. We don't need to play a pair and get 50 chips, so instead I sold it for $1 of interest. Hey man, that's money in my pocket. Gain 1 hand per round. Played face cards have a chance to give you money when scored. Probably worth it. Madness. I don't like madness. Excuse me. Unless we have other eternal jokers to play around with, madness is not that good. I think I'm going to just get the voucher. Oh, 8-ball and runner again. Beautiful. And I mean, we win just on those, so you might as well discard and try to find 8s. Fine, I'll do it. $10. We can sell that for 2, sell that for 2, sell that for 3. Honestly, that gives us another $1 of interest, so I'll roll it. Riffraff is almost destroyed, and in one more round, that's gonna suck because we're not gonna have any, molts at all. But Raised Fist can help for the time being. Next round, we're gonna try to roll even more money over. Splash and Zany Joker. Now it's not worth selling jokers because Riffraff is about to be destroyed. Boom. Okay, just gonna play a 2-pair. Should be fine. Yeah. Username says, I'm pretty sure you cannot get Eternals from anything that gives you jokers except Invisible Joker. Good point. Believe you can get Eternals from Invisible Joker because it only removes the negative component of the Joker. It's a walkie-talkie. I mean, this isn't a bad assortment for now. I think 10-4 can help, and then I'll open up a pack. I could re-roll the shop. I think I'd rather go for like a Mars, because we do have 6 queens, and assuming that we keep adding queens or keep manipulating into queens, we would like to keep those queens. Okay, with a bunch of 4s, we're gonna dump with a bunch of 4s. What I'm not gonna do though, is I'm not going to specifically try to build around the 4s. That usually tends to screw me. Instead, what I'm gonna do is just keep it for the time being. We don't have to keep it forever. We can keep it for a little while. 50 foil, square joker, sure, I'll take it. I'm not gonna build around it, but we got it temporarily. I'm gonna buff a couple of cards. I would very much like to get more of these queens in my hand more frequently. So we have 10-4. We almost have a decent flush. I mean, that's pretty good. We don't get Zany Joker, but we get 10-4 on 2 10s plus the special queen, plus we can get Raised Fist on, what was it, like a 7? That's not too bad. clearance sale. I appreciate clearance sale. I also appreciate clearance sale. I will take the money. That's an easy decision. And now we can actually reroll the shop a couple of times. Supernova Eternal rental. Would rather not. Driver's license way too far into the future. I think I might dump Splash for a temporary Swashbuckler. Swashbuckler is not too bad. And we still have 10-4, so we'll dump everything that's not a 10 or a 4. Keep one queen. I don't know, you never know if maybe you can get a bunch of queens in hand and then after you play 10-4, play a queen hand, but we should probably dump and look for the 10-4 if we have 3 in our hand. Photograph, not what we're looking for. I'll do 1 reroll, kind of regret it, but that's okay. 2 pair, full house, straight, flush. I'll take the full house. I'll take the 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind is a really good hand to upgrade, so I will keep doing so. To-do list, it's a rental to-do list. Okay, no. With a bunch of, ooh, you know, I was gonna say with a bunch of queens we'll discard everything else, but we picked up a flush. That's worth playing. Did get us out in 1, but not by much. And the next boss is 6,400. That's gonna be a little difficult to get through. High Priestess, Strength, Sun, Justice, Empress, and Magician. It's Magician. I was really hoping we could get like 10s and jacks and strength those up, but that's not the case. I could make another 10 and another 4 though. Why not? Dude, 3 of a kind is a pretty good hand right now. No repeat hand types allowed this round. Well, Ace 2, 3, 4, 5 seems like a pretty good opportunity to get 1 straight out early with a 10 for raised fist. And then we can just play whatever the hell we want. 3 of a kind will definitely do it. 5 of a kind will definitely do it, I meant to say. $20 mults, no money. But still, that's what we want. We want to get 5 of a kind with those queens from here on out. That would be ideal. I don't want to pay for a rental photograph. I really don't. I mean, we're getting a lot of cash, but I still don't really want to pay for a rental photograph. Misprint? I mean, Swashbuckler is gonna die soon. Let's toss in a misprint instead. It's the good banana. It's also a smiley face, which is very tempting. Because if we roll 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind with the queens, it's a pretty decent amount of mult, but it is gonna cost us a lot of money. So I think I might go for a selling of 10-4, buying of the banana. Oh, I love me a banana. Don't you love a banana? Now we have a lot of 10s and 4s in the deck, but there's nothing wrong with that. You know, we can randomly draw 5 of them in a hand and just have a good 10-4 hand. 3 of a kind is worth way more than a full house. Worth more than a 4 of a kind, so sure. Now I hate the 2 with raised fist, but we're gonna have so much mult. The ×3 from Cavendish is gonna carry us here. 31,000, nice. So Cavendish, it could be destroyed. I hope not, because that's one good joker. Whew. Here's the thing. I've got a couple of lucky cards. Oops, all sixes is tempting, but it's an eternal rental. I don't really want an eternal rental. Might just take a troubadour. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want the idol, so goodbye. Idol could be a good later play. Not what I'm looking for right now. Dude, no queens in my hand so far? We could play a straight, but that's not what I'm looking for. Are you kidding me? All right, well, in this case, I'll play a pair. We're gonna have to play a couple of hands just waiting for another queen. I could have played and kept some of the 10-4s in my hand, but, well, I didn't, did I? Well, I didn't, did I? Probably should have. Whatever, that's fine. Shoot the moon, normal ass Joker. I mean, well, here's the thing. Let's open the Spectral pack. If we get a hex, we're gonna hex the heck out of that Cavendish. Didn't get it, that's okay. Instead, I will blue seal a king. I will open up the Arcana pack. I could make jacks, but we're running out of jacks. We don't care about jacks, do we? Chariot on a king. I mean, we have Troubadour. Chariot on a king would be kind of nice. And we can pick two of these. We could also add another 4 to the deck. 4s could be something we build into along with queens, and if we get a hack, then we can just pivot into the 4s. So, like a strength on 10-3 is not that bad, but I've got to be honest, I kind of just want to play a judgment. You know, that's not that bad. A little bit of money every round, that's acceptable. Please just give me a lot of queens early. I do have a flush, which is not upgraded. Well, we do have a 3 of a kind though. So play it. And then pretty much whatever you play here will win. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Golden Joker, for the extra cash. There's Egg, a little late. Without Swashbuckler, I'm not really feeling it. Sun and Chariot. I mean, we could go into hearts, I suppose. Nothing wrong with that. There's another queen. I'm gonna take it. I think I'm also gonna buy this to make tarot cards more frequent, since I would like to see more of those. And it's kind of already paid off. We found a couple of queens in our hand immediately. Well, not immediately, but, you know, it didn't take that long to pick them up. There you go, 4 queens. I'm just gonna chariot up this king. I'll make the queen's hearts just to, you know, play around with the idea of getting a 4 of a kind. Or a 5 of a kind, rather. With, you know, all the same suit. Flush 5, that's what it's called. Flush 5. It's been a while since I've played Balatro. It's been 4 days. Username says, I'm surprised Balatro doesn't have a challenge run called Spoiled, where your chips or malt slowly decrease every round. Or how about if those are the only types of jokers you can get? Food jokers. That'd be funny. Straight pair, flush. I guess you can upgrade full house, but it's not really what I was looking for. Oh, perfect opportunity for a chariot. Now just give me 5 queens. I'll even go a little bit here, trying to find more queens. There's 4 of them. I mean, we're gonna get money out of Golden Joker, so losing the hands is not a big deal here. There you go, 5 queens. 5 of a kind. Now, we only barely won, but I figured we would. But we did get the planet upgrade, which is nice. Even rank, not what we're going for. Man, I need more jokers at this point. We picked up a lot of jokers early that Riff Raff helped out a lot. Dude, polychrome. We can make it steel for now and then change it later. So 6 is rental. I don't want to rent. Sometimes you have to, but Oops All Sixes doesn't really play around with the deck that much. So I don't think we need to rent. That king though, man, if we make a bunch of copies of that, turn the queens into kings, then that is going to be a good 5-card hand card. I should not be discarding this much. Discard less. Discard less. We do have 5 queens in hand. I would, I think, like to draw more though. Try to draw steel and the other blue seal. So I'm just gonna play cards. We got one. I'm just gonna do it again. Now this is a little scary, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, 90,000, thank you. We have a 5 of a kind, we have a fool. And we've got a fortune teller, which is pretty good. It beats Zany Joker, but it beats Golden Joker as well. I think we'll just replace Zany Joker for now. And then the question is, do I want to use the Fool to get a 5 of a kind, or use the Fool and Lovers to try to make the other queens wild to have a better chance of getting a flush 5? I think I'd rather just upgrade 5 of a kind and just play this run to win. Because I want to win this run and be done with the gold stake difficulty, so let's not worry about flush 5. Let's not worry about making everything hearts. Let's just try to play 5 queens, because we've leveled it up 10 times. Well, we're getting there anyways. Playing a 3 of a kind sets your money to 0. We're kind of beyond 3 of a kind. Now, there's a 3 of a kind right here, but still. Four of a kind maybe doesn't even do it anymore. We might have to look for another queen. Connie says, in this economy, you might not have much of a choice. That's the struggle. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully it's good enough. $133,000. It's good enough for now. It'd be nice if we could get a little bit more consistent on the draw there. Eternal rental to the moon. No? Scholar, Jolly Joker. Grade 4 of I mean, 4 of a kind is still a really good hand. 5 of a kind, 4 of a kind, full house, 3 of a kind. If we're not playing those hands, we're losing. I mean, we might also just lose anyways. you might as well, because we're gonna get 2 planets on whatever we win with. I could play a flush as a discard, but I think I'd rather just discard, because we can play a straight as a discard. We could play 4 of a kind with the kings, which ideally we wouldn't do. The straight's not upgraded. It's not going to be worth that much. I think I just play a freaking high card. It's not that much of a difference. Where's the queens? There are 6 queens in the deck. 7 total, we've drawn 1. Okay, yeah, the queen. All right, well, I'm gonna have to play 4 of a kind, which is very funny. Goodbye, my blue seals. We might not win. Didn't win, all right. Look, I can't say that what we did was a misplay necessarily. I think that we just got a little bit screwed by the draw. 7 queens, we drew 1 in 30 cards. Shrug. 3 foil. It's probably worth skipping 1. Another 8 or another 3 would be nice. Another 8 or another 3 would be nice. Another 8 or another 3 would be nice. You know what? Fine, I'll play a flush. Oh, look, another 3. Well, there's a lot of spades. I guess we can try to get a spade flush. 2 pair? 8 times 4. Yeah. And then what do we have? Anything worth playing? 1 pair? It's probably good enough. It is, barely. I'm not gonna get a lot of money, but it's okay. Gluttonous Joker. You know? Sure. Gluttonous Joker is something. Don't really have anything to spend our money on, but I guess we'll just play clubs. Ooh. That'll do it. So it's a foil Gluttonous Joker. We play a club flush. We score pretty well. Brainstorm Eternal Rental for $1. Here's the thing, it's probably worth it. But now we have to pay for it. I guess that's gonna be the egg. The egg is gonna be how we pay for it eventually. All right, a little bit weird. That being said, you can't pass up a brainstorm. Doesn't matter that it's rental. I freaking knew it. Are we gonna make a second one? That's a lot of money every round just to power up Brainstorm. Oh my god. Am I really gonna buy an abstract Joker just to get a little molt and then pay $9? You know what? Okay, I'm going to do it, and then we're gonna skip and we're gonna get a free Joker. Because that's not very good on its own. We have no money anymore, but now we get a You know? Wait a minute, hold up. Invisible Joker doesn't matter at all, right? What if we just take Madness? It's going to scale, and it'll never be able to delete a Brainstorm. The Nor welcome. Big news, are you expecting? We're just talking earlier about the Enter the Gungeon 2 announcement that is going to be released on the Switch 2 and Steam. Mud, I don't know if you heard. I hope you're excited, though. This is Madness the Run. It's really funny, though, to have no money, but I think we have to take Madness because it's the only thing that gives us any sort of mults. And we try to build up cash reserves to pay for the brainstorms. On the bright side, good hands. On the bright side, it's like a really good suite of jokers. Now we just need, like, more. You know what I mean? We need more. We need to let Madness grow. I need to get, like, Wheel of Fortune to power up the brainstorms. I also need to get more money, but because I'm playing a lot of hands here, we're gonna lose $6, not get as much interest. We only got $2 from the round, so we've lost money that round. Okay, Hermit pays for itself slightly. It would be very funny if we picked up another Ankh, but we couldn't take it because, well, if it hits Brainstorm, it gets rid of Madness, and then we lose because we don't have any score. So we really want to try to win in one, but it's really hard. Especially when we have hands that have not been upgraded pretty much at all. However, that might do it, might get close. Did do it. Ashen Ren, welcome. Hi, my first account has been timed out until tomorrow. Excuse me? That's funny. All right, well, good to see you temporarily under a new account. We need Wheel. We need Wheel to hit something. Come on, you son of a gun. Oh, we get another one. We get another one. We should have maybe taken Temperance then Hermit, I guess. I'm only getting money. Oh, what a horrible starting hand. I'm only getting money out of tarot cards at this point. Just find an eternal money joker. Yeah, I know. For hearts. Okay, there's a 3, 4, 5, 6. It's almost a straight flush, which is probably a bad thing to play. 2,000. I mean, we have to draw another flush. And then we have to draw okay, we've lost. It's a really interesting start to a run, but the fact that we have to pay for these jokers every single round is just too much money. I can't afford to do anything with my deck. It is a good opportunity to take Madness with Eternal Jokers, but it's just not good enough. That Madness is just not good enough, I should say. Not have discarded that, apparently. Whatever, we weren't gonna win in one anyways, but we're also not gonna win in... Oh my god, you know what? Hold on. I screwed up. I made a bad decision. This is a better decision, because we have more clubs in hand. Are you kidding me? No. We're going to skip for a free shot. There you go. Are we gonna try to play like 3 or 4 aces? No. That's a dumb idea. What the hell else are we gonna do though? Good point, discard. Draw another dime. Thank you. Sometimes the first round or the first few rounds, it's just random. You don't really have a good idea or inclination as to whether or not you're gonna win or lose. You just have to hope for the best. Fingers crossed. 2 pair is not gonna be worth that much, but it's gonna be worth like 60 points. Nah, just give me the discard. Way better. Fashion Rand says, I lost my account due to bad words. Rip. Eternal Foil Common Rental Mystic Summit. Look, I'm not gonna keep it probably, but we'll take it. There you go. Riffraff, what a good Joker to get early. We'll buy everything else. We don't want Magic Trick. But Riffraff, so nice to get early. Whatever. You're not gonna get a straight flush, but I'll just play it. $30 chips for each remaining discard. Molt per hand played. Wait, I don't have any like good Molt Jokers yet. All right, I mean, we'll play a flush. You know, give me 1 Molt. You know what? 30 chips and 1 Molt was enough. There you go. Perishable blueprint. So it might not even be worth buying because it's so expensive. That being said, we have the money for it now, and if we double up on business card, that's a lot of cash, theoretically. I mean, you probably buy it. Double up. It's compatible with Riffraff? All right. I guess we're just going to sell everything that is not good, and we'll just take double Riffraff for now. 3 of a kind can be upgraded, and next round. It worked. It's really nice. It's incredible with Faceless Joker here. Oh, that's so good. I think we're just gonna play to win. Very nice, very nice. And we got $2 from the Jack. We're getting a lot of money very quickly. Faceless Joker might be worth holding on to with Blueprint. There are so many buffoon packs, my God. Certificate. I gotta admit, Certificate early is really nice, but I'm not gonna take it because I really want to have Faceless Joker here, I think. Because we can get a lot of money from that, like a lot of money from that. Yeah, I'll just use them. Goodbye. Ooh, foil Zany Joker and a fortune teller. Again, those are probably worth holding on to. So double up on Faceless, discard. So what do you double up on here? I would say try to draw a 9 or a 10 for the Zany Joker play. We got so much money from this, I don't mind taking a little bit more time. You know, oh no, we lose money on the hands that we could play. Well, we are also gaining like $10 per round just on faceless jokers, so that's pretty good. We need to buy more tarot cards though, because fortune teller, good late, not so good early. Wee joker on the twos, you know. I do like me a little wee. Three of a kind's gonna be easier to play for now. I'll upgrade that first, and then I think I want Wee Joker. Riff Raff is not gonna be valuable for too much longer. I think we dump it. Okay, and we're gonna just try to power this up, I guess, with a bunch of twos. Oh, this is gonna be real freaking awkward. Look, that's a good hand and all, but this is not ideal. But it is what it is. Word Gurg, welcome. Man, did I miss the Gungeon 2 talk? I think it looks great from what we've seen. I looked at it and it seems, I don't know how I feel about the change to, you know, full 3D. I think a lot of games use that and abuse it a little bit, but you know, we'll see. The Gungeon developers, they do a very good job making games. And with them being owned by Devolver Digital now, I expect them to make a good game. Yes, DNA Blueprint Make 2's Wee Joker. Okay. The Soul. Okay, goodbye. Faceless. Discards give molts. That's not bad. Ooh, that's not bad at all. So we kind of have a run all of a sudden. It's a bit of a weird run, but we kind of have a run. So we want to try to draw a 2, and we want it to be the gold one, ideally. If not, it doesn't matter. I will play 2. And then we will play more 2s. And then we'll go back to DNA. Actually, putting that Empress on a 2 would be better than putting a Lovers on a 2, probably. Not the best hands, I'll just upgrade straight. We're not gonna be playing a pair, we're not gonna be playing a 2 pair. You know what, Red Seal's not too far away from becoming a 2. Dump. Dump, 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 dump. Dump, 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 dump. Dump, 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 dump. Thank you, York. Okay, I will Empress some 2s. And I'll just Lovers on this. We can hold Lovers, I guess. We will dupe a 2. Then we have Wee Joke or Zany Joker. Yeah. We need hack. We most definitely need hack, but this is pretty good. And York is giving molt. We'll put that at the end now. Blueprint, no! Well, you know, we had it temporarily at least. Thank you, Blueprint. You gave me a few more 2s. You did. You did good, kid. You did good. Yeah, I'll take it. Ooh, Empress is probably pretty good. Duo Rental, I don't like. Otherwise, it could be nice. But we'll just, yeah, Empress up more 2s. So why am I not playing the Empress yet? I'm kind of just waiting to see if I get the gold seal too, which we've not picked up yet. We should dupe a 2. Then we'll play 2s. We don't want to have too many 2s in the deck. Like, I think 10's probably good. We haven't drawn the gold seal one at all. We just want to have enough that with 3 discards we can probably get 5 of them. And then win in one hand. That's almost certainly enough. I might dupe the gold seal if it freaking shows up at all. Jesus. There it is. Because that's going to give us money whenever we play it as well. Should have maybe even discarded again, trying to get Yorick, but also find another 2 of diamonds. So far, so good, though. We Joker's giving us chips, and we have big molt thanks to the 5 of a kind that we're playing now. I think you'd probably death. Death, fool, get another death in your hand. Hangman's fine. We want to thin out the deck a little bit as we add cards. Isn't there a bug with the boss blind, legendary Joker, and the manacle when it's duplicated? Ask that Toggy. So my understanding is, if you have Chico, who disables boss blinds, if you fight the manacle, which we're not doing, if you have more than 1 Chico, you get maximum hand size permanently. Which is an interesting little bug. I don't want to dupe anything. There's also a bug with Turtle Bean that gives you maximum hand size as well. So, found my purple back, says Ashen Rand. You know, honestly, I would not notice that you have an extra N in your name. Even Steven? I got 2s. I got 2s, Greg. Hanged Man. Yeah, that's a pretty good one to get a second copy of. $23-1. 19. It still counts the face cards when you discard them, thankfully. Pretty bad draw. Luckily, though, we've got a death. Nah. Need to thin out the deck a little bit more. Man, these gold seals are so hard to get to. 139,000. Oh, this run feels so good right now. It helps that Yorick is now at ×4. But we're making progress. There's just nothing to do here, huh? I guess we'll just Hierophant a 2 and an ace, and then strength the ace later, hopefully. Yeah. Ashen Rand says, I also missed the Enter the Gungeon 2 discussion. I'm sad. I'm excited. I'm excited because I love Gungeon. Keep that one. I'm hopeful that the 3D will end up looking good and playing well when all is said and done. I hope that Dodge Roll and Devolver Digital can really make a good game, and I expect that they will be able to. Wait, you play Gungeon? I've heard of it before. Honestly, though, I feel like I'm more excited for Silk Song than I am for Gungeon, though. I think I'm ready for a wonderful platformer. I think I'm in it for a platformer right now. Please give me a platformer. Man, that's a good 3. Unfortunately, it would take forever to loop around, and I don't care. 3D thing is strange. Ultimately, it's not unexpected, because most games these days are going to more 3D environments, as that is what the game engines are, programmed to do. So it's kind of expected. But I enjoy the pixel aesthetic, and I like the pixel aesthetic. I kind of hope that we don't lose that as we transition into more of these 3D games, I guess maybe look for a blue seal. It's fine. There's so much charm in pixel art, says that Toggy. Yes, but also sometimes, not even necessarily a pixel aesthetic, but sometimes a sprite aesthetic can actually fit the game or the gameplay better than a 3D aesthetic. 3D is harder on the graphics card than 2D. So there are some visual elements that are harder to do in 3D than in 2D, and so that does kind of affect the game a little bit, ultimately. But I don't know, we'll see. Apparently Gungeon is actually 3D. So I've heard that all the time, and people say that all the time. And you are correct, Gungeon is technically a 3D game. It's made in a 3D game engine. Unity is a 3D game engine. Unreal's a 3D game engine. Even if you strip out, what a bad roll to start with here. We need to draw more. Even if you strip out the fact that they are in a 3D game engine, there's Z leveling. We want in a high card. There's Z indexing with normal sprites. So are those actually in a 3D game engine, even though it's all based on sprites? Everything's freaking 3D these days. These game engines, Unreal, Unity, they fake 2D, basically. They're still using sprites on a plane, the graphics card is rendering out, and just ignoring the Z layer. Yeah, Gungeon's on a 3D game engine. Find me a game that's not built on a 3D game engine. That's hard. It's fake 3D. It is fake 3D. It's all fake! It's all fake. Okay, well, now I know that I can win on a single 2 if I have to. Let's go. Put this here. So don't play the single 2. I want to play Flush 5. Terraria. Pretty sure Terraria is built in a 3D game engine as well. What engine is Terraria built in? Let's see. Terraria game engine. FNA Microsoft XNA Game Studio. Probably a 3D game engine. Terraria is flat. But like the fact that the game looks flat doesn't mean it's not built in a 3D game engine. All of these game engines, they're built with like 3D math in mind. The fact that you just have a sprite being displayed, that's not due to the fact that it's not in a 3D game engine, that's just due to the fact that the camera is set to an orthographic camera. So, like, you still are gonna have 3D. First Darkest Dungeon uses a homebrew 2D game engine, says Connie. A lot of games that are homebrew, that are like developed just for that game, those are the ones that are gonna be 2D because they're easier. If you build a game in Unity, it's a 3D game engine. If you make your own game engine to make your ideal pixel art game, yeah, okay. You'll probably find something that is gonna be, you know, you're gonna make something that's probably 2D to start with. Original Rogue. Yeah. Dwarf Fortress, does it even have a game engine? Dwarf Fortress is freaking ASCII art. Dwarf Fortress is, you know, every character in the ASCII character set. I don't know, we can upgrade Pluto, why not? This is a good run. I bet I'll draw another 2. Okay, I hope I'll draw another 2. Hey! Starting to get a lot of money out of these 2s now. Rimworld's Unity. The North says I'm not even checking that. Rimworld game engine. Unity! So that's a 3D game engine. Yorick, my dude, ×8. I'll just take the money. We can re-roll the shop a bunch. Is it gonna be an E-run or not? No, this is not gonna be an E-run. This is just gonna be a, we'll probably make it a little bit beyond anti-8 because we have a really good loadout to start with. Wee Joker's almost at 500 and then New York's at a ×8. Everything else is temporary. I don't care about any of the other stuff at all. I mean, we could even idle and work towards 2 of diamonds, but it's a perishable, so. Dump it. Dump, 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 dump. And you know what? Magician. Was that a caca here? Caca, Larry Hooster, thank you very much for the resub. Is Peglin 3D? Just look, do the Google search yourself and tell me. Peglin game engine. Peglin is written in Unity. That means it's made in a 3D game engine. That was a lot of chick. Purple seals would be good. Keep discarding them. I can't call on my secondary account here, says Ashen Rand. You gotta fix your S. We can probably dump DNA at this point. Fix your shenanigan. Banana bread. Fix your banana bread. Come on, 2. Oh, it's the wrong 2. So would I rather... I think I'd rather just make another 2 and get 1 planet. That's the planet that I want. We're also getting so much money out of these. JMC Junkman cometh, welcome. I think the thing that a lot of people are really thinking of when they say that Gungeon is 3D is in Gungeon, it actually uses the Z layer a little bit to like position sprites, I think. Like to angle them and whatnot. but you know, I think maybe Noida might not be in a 3D game engine because that's a game that you have to program very explicitly to have any sort of performance. But yeah, I think, yeah. Do we care? So Gungeon 2, huh? I mean, I'm excited. We've been talking about it. I'm hopeful that Gungeon 2, even though it's in 3D, will still be a blast to play and still play well, and the developers will still make a good game because it's Devolver Digital, they make good products. Yeah, Celeste uses Mono Engine. You know what? I made a list. Let me look at my list. When I was looking at game engines, I made a list. So Mono Game, Fez, Stardew Valley, Pyre, Celeste, Transistor, Towerfall, Salt and Sanctuary, Cobalt Core, Duck Game, Bastion, Flinthook, Mercenary Kings, Axiom Verge, that's all Mono Game. Game Maker, you have Nova Drift, Undertale, Super Crate Box, Nuclear Throne, Downwell, Classic Spelunky, Risk of Rain, the original game, not the remake, Hotline Miami, Katana Zero, Hyper Light Drifter, all made in Game Maker. Slay the Spire was made in libGDX. I don't know what the hell that is. Godot, that's gonna be Slay the Spire 2 once it actually releases. Luck Be a Landlord, Dome Keeper, the Dome Keeper's successor, PVKK. Buckshot Roulette, that was made in Godot as well. And then you have Unity, which is just freaking like everything. Unreal, you know, varies. But not as many indie titles and not as many 2D games. Way more 3D games are made in Unreal. Yeah. I don't think on my list there's any like real 2D games made in the Unreal Engine. There's probably some, but none that I wrote down. Would you play some Celeste? Abe asks Ashen Ran. I have played Celeste. It is up on YouTube. I've gotten a whole bunch of golden berries and everything as well. Not all of them, not all of them. Celeste is a great game. A wonderful platformer. Bullets can go behind your head in Gungeon, right? Like your character in some walls have depth layers. Ooh, driver's license is better than some of this stuff. It's temporary, but I'll take it anyways. Yeah, in Gungeon, you know, the hitboxes, I don't know how they've programmed it, but there's going to be, you know, Z leveling. There's going to be like, you know, you got to make sure that that if a bullet's in front of you, the bullet's on top of the sprite, but if the bullet goes behind you, the bullet has to go behind the sprite of the character. So there's going to be some stuff like that in there. Look. It's all good stuff. All games are good. Another death. And a lovers, which we don't really care about too much, but boop, 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 boop. $3 million points. So anyways, yeah. There's a lot of games that are, you know, made in a 3D game engine or use the third dimension in some fashion. It's pretty standard. It's pretty standard, and you know, there's been a lot of tricks a lot of tricks have developed over the years that game developers have found that allow them to make their games work, you know? $23, $3, $3, $23, and $3. WordGurg says, I was watching a thing about even hard games like Bloodborne have built-in forgiveness in the player's favor. Pretty interesting. Yeah? Little, you know, generosities and benefits to the player. There's actually a really good video that I remember watching where someone did an interview with the Dead Cells developers, and they built custom levels to kind of showcase how Dead Cells helps the player platform. For instance, when you walk off of a ledge and you begin falling, there's a little bit of time where you can still jump and it counts as your first jump, as though you were on the ground. And that's just a very small thing that the game does to help the player, because if you don't have that in there, then it gets a little bit tedious having to exactly time your jumps off of ledges and platforms and whatnot. I'll buy it. Games do a lot like that. It's a polychrome, but it is perishable, so I don't really care. There you go. Called Coyote Time. I don't know if it's called Coyote Time, but a part of me wants to believe it, that it's called Coyote Time. That's good. That's good. Not as many twos as I was hoping for. You know what? I can. Don't play a high card. You're gonna win on a high card. Look it up. I'm not kidding. Is it called Coyote Time? You know what? It might be called Coyote Time. There you go. I don't... And here I thought the man who calls himself a 68-inch pianist was lying to me. Little do I know. Player would think it's unfair even if it isn't. Yeah. You gotta have that kind of stuff in your game. Just to smooth out the edges. It's a lot of polychrome, but they're not twos, so I'm not gonna take them. If they are not twos, I'm uninterested. I always read that as 6 8-inch pianists asks the Nor, or says the Nor. Gotta wonder what he's doing with that many pianists in his pocket. This is one of the, like, worst draws we've had in a while, but we'll still win. We Joker's at 760. We're getting there. People read it how they want to read it, says 68. Oh my god! Let's do it. Screw you. Played queens and kings, give times due when scored. You know what? Get out of here. I'm opting out. I'm saying, you know what? Nah. You want to know a really famous 3D game engine? The Quake engine. There you go. Totally a 3D game. Sure, you can count the pixels when you're playing, but still a 3D game engine. Polychrome Blue Seal Jack. Well, eventually we can strength that up, but it has been really hard finding strength cards. You know, we can take a cat. Why not? Ballot works pretty well too. I mean, it's literally gonna give me more money as I play cards. And I don't know, well, mime's eternal. Let's not worry about that. There's strength. Well, I guess we'll strength. All right, cats at a times 1. 1.25. We only got one single trigger. But that's okay. This is interesting. So, ballot pays for itself and the cat. I like it. Could have kept it so the next soul would give you something different, says Connie. You know what? That's a very good point. Because of course we're going to be getting another soul card in this run. Come on. Honestly, why not? Roll the bones. Orglore? Nah. The Idol. All right, we gotta make the deck entirely 2s, and we gotta do it fast. Well, go ahead. 1.25 cat. 1.75 cat. Fantastic. Yo, this score is gonna be pretty high. King of Hearts. Look, the Idol's not gonna be that good for a long time. I doubt we're gonna actually be able to work it, but, you know, we're not doing anything else with our time, we might as well try. Tower, Moon, and Empress. I mean, I don't really care about these, but we might as well just, like, use the cards. There's no reason not to. The Order. Rare, polychrome, perishable, rental. Look, honestly, we can probably get rid of Wee Joker at this point, but we might as well keep it. Like, there's not really a good reason to get rid of it. What do you think? You think we can win in 1? I don't think we're gonna win in 1. The North says, apparently Slice and Dice is hard after not playing it for a while. Who would have thunk? I'm glad you're playing it again, though. We can continue to the rivalry that we left off on. And now I can play it more effectively and efficiently on my new phone. I really need to find a death. Hey, we freaking found it. Hex. Wraith, Immolate, and Grim. This is not a bad Immolate turn, honestly. It didn't even hit a 2. You've cheated with your phone too? How have I cheated with my phone? Playing Slice and Dice. You take that back. That is slander? Those are lies? Thanks, sweet Joker. Look, Wee Joker, he did a lot. He's not needed anymore. Playing a high card sets your money to 0. That's the thing we've played the most? Yep. Wow. All right. Oh my god, it's perfect. Hangman. Fool. Hanged Man. And then just death. So Brainstorm hits Chad. Oh, unfair training time, he said. Excuse me for playing a video game. 4 of spades. We do have 22 twos in the deck, but you know, half our deck not being twos means that the idol only has a 50% chance roughly of hitting it. Man, it's really good with the cat butt. Cat butt. We have everything else that we want, I think. So Hangman. Good opportunity to use the Fool, get another Hangman. Spend a little bit of time re-rolling Eternal Pareidolia. Polychrome Mr. Bones. Polychrome Supernova. Some of the stuff might be worth keeping, by the way. 29 million. I don't even know if we're gonna make it past 29 million. We would have to double up on something good, like Yorick. Give it a shot. He is a times 14 Yorick. Yeah, that works. Wish we could easily quote clips as the Nor. Quote clips? It's real. Constellation, real freaking good, man. But Hanging Chad Idol is a better combo. Don't worry, now that Twitch is removing, you know, infinite unlimited VOD storage, we're just gonna have to clip every stream in 60-second increments. Hey, it's an eternal Wee Joker this time. You thought you could get rid of me? Okay, I will take the blueprint. I think it's better than the cat. So now we got Super Yorick happening here. Well, we're gonna do Super Idol first, and then we'll do Super Yorick. We're gonna win this hand in one, so let's discard. Play a flush 5. Yeah, seems okay. My God, he's done. E12. I didn't really want E, but here we are. Here we go. We're on E. Now, how are we gonna win this upcoming boss when we don't have the benefit of the idol? That'll be an interesting one, won't it? Oh, I guess I'll take another Emperor, sure. Sure? Sure. Now there's Bloodstone. Bloodstone is a good... I'm not going to worry about glass. It's a good option if we had hearts, but we don't. That's why you would probably want to build around the hearts rather than the diamonds, but, you know, we did what we did. Okay, a polychrome 2 definitely helps, but we have to play it. We have to get to it. Duplicate it. Lose $1 per card played. All right, if you say so. So we want to dupe Yorick. And ideally, we would do it after the 10 from the idol. So we'll do it like this. Oh no, I lost $5. We still won! I guess Yorick being times 15 definitely helps your scaling. I mean, at a times 16, it's 4 triggers on 1 idol. It's pretty good. Disposable account, welcome. How are you doing today? Give us the account of your life, ha ha ha. I'd really love to get a hangman or fool here. Had a gold seal. All right. If you insist, game. 1 billion. Did we score 500 million or 500 billion last time? I can't remember. We should probably play high cards, right? Look at that, lucky hand. Because we're not gonna win on a high card. We want to dupe Hanging Chad. And we only have 5 of these. So we'll just play them. Dupe the idol. I mean, we're gonna win here. It's not a problem. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Man, if we could get Yorick up to 32, he's actually better than the idol without any re-triggers. It's kind of interesting. I guess that's the value of Yorick. Flat molt scaling. Like flat molt scaling. Weird. Abstract Joker! There you go, there's death, finally. Finally, my death! King of Hearts! Hello, York. I mean, our deck is 23 twos. It is taking this deck a long time. Still have an opening for Ectoplasm. Still taking this deck a long time to remove all of the non-twos. In fact, it's taking too long. Could polychrome this queen, but there's not really a point. Okay, let's try to win. We can actually play multiple hands if we have to, although it's probably not gonna matter. Ah, it is gonna matter. It's one of those few rare situations where we can actually win on a second hand, or we could have won by drawing the polychrome 2 earlier. Okay. Ashen Rant says 20 minutes ago, Abe, nah, we'll not do any E's. Now, almost E, and I mean, we're hitting E scores, but the run isn't strong enough to get to the E's. For certain. So that's removal. Don't add anything. Like, we're not reliably hitting E's, and the idle is kind of the only thing that we're relying on to get us past this current point, so. No repeat hand types this round. That sucks. This is probably where it ends. Could have waited and tried to draw the polychrome too, but, you know, whatever. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Different 2. So there's 4 of a kind. And that scored not even close to being enough. I guess we can play a 3 of a kind. What other, I mean, what others, what do we have? Well, you can play a 4 of a kind, so there's a 4 of a kind. Four of a kind polychrome. Yeah, idle, it's all or nothing. When it's all, it's one of the best jokers in the game. It's got more, you know, mult per card played than everything except like AAA. And then when it's nothing, it's nothing. Fun run though, and gold stake unlocked and completed with the red deck. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Balatro.